Spicy boy time. We finally get one of my best friends, Ryan, on the channel, who's not a beer fan at all. So we can't do that. So we found something new. For those who know me personally, you know I'm a big time spicy boy, which is the first time we've talked about this on the channel. The spicier, the better. I like challenging the palate. It probably blows out my palate for beer, which is probably why I like as many as I do, because I probably shouldn't, because my taste buds are now dead. Ryan, on the other hand, is not quite the spicy boy, but he ballsily and so graciously decided to do this video with me. So not only do we have the Paqui ghost pepper chips, which I've actually been trying to find, and the local grocery store had them. They're supposed to be pretty dang hot. I don't believe them. We'll see, right? But on top of that, we're gonna chase it and coat them with some ghost pepper cheese dip. Give it a whiff. What do you think?
Woo!
You smell the
buddy.
heat? It's got some heat. It's hard to smell. I've made some mistakes with this cheese dip already, but I've had the cheese dip, so it's not going to be like a true reaction for me. I have not had the chips. He's not had either.
Nope.
Cheese dip's rough. I'm sure double ghost pepper, cheese dip, and chip is no better by any means. So you got your water ready.
Mm-hmm.
I got some beer ready.
Yep.
Because it's beer time channel.
Beer
So
time.
we got to chase this with beer. So we're just gonna get right into it. Pick your poison, sir.
Are there any like curved chips? I think I see one with some curve in it. It's gonna.
You like them curvy ones?
It's just
you like them curvy?
any kind of aesthetic is gonna help me here. So this is fine.
I'm more of the simple.
That's
the
fine.
simpleton here. So we both got these Paqui ghost pepper chips. I've heard quite a good thing about it. Doesn't smell too crazy.
It smells like a spicy nacho Dorito.
It smells like that. We'll see if it's any different going down the pipes. I'm sure it is. And then we got to top it off. We got to double down with the ghost pepper cheese dip.
You go first. I want to see how much you're putting on.
No, you go first, because whatever you do, I'm going to do more, because I'm the spicy boy.
Okay. Like that? Is that way too much?
No, that's
okay.
fine. You'll be fine. Oh no. We got a chip to can ratio problem here. Here we go.
Do you need a bowl?
I don't do spicy like at all. Like
Yeah.
it's not gonna. I mean, spicy stuff doesn't torture me. Look at that, Brooke to the rescue.
Here, let's get a little bit in here, so I'm gonna go balls to the wall here, because I feel like if I don't, I'm doing Ryan an injustice.
Yes, the host should definitely go super ham.
Nothing has defeated me quite yet, though I've had some things that were pretty outrageous. I don't think this is going to be the cut. But for someone that's not a spicy boy, this is going to be a little bit much, probably. So let me, we got plenty of cheese dip sauce. Is that more than you got?
Yeah,
you know,
some,
we get fair.
You got some
Ghost pepper chip down the hatch. Welcome to spicy boy time.
cheers.
Cheers. Tink. Chips are hot.
It's not terrible. I'm hanging on. It's in my throat for sure. It's in my throat. I'm gonna lick the cheese dip off my thumb.
I think the chips are hotter than the cheese. I think it's a fair bet to say the cheese is helping.
It's starting to kick.
The historical problem with this cheese I've had on a drunken night watching football is you keep eating it because it's cheese dip. You get in the habit of just like dip and eat.
Woo!
It gets hotter and hotter.
All right, it's getting bad.
So I only feel fair being the spicy boy to the non-spicy boy. We doubled down.
Yeah, give me another one. Give me another one.
You're gonna double down?
Yeah, dude. Hurry. I gotta do it quick. I gotta do it quick.
I don't want to put you out here by out spicing you too much, but we'll just bowl it up. For me here, you can. It'll be a little.
I don't think I've ever had really ghost pepper anything in life, so this is all.
You know what ghost peppers were bred for?
What?
Mace. Peppers weren't hot enough for mace. Bear mace, pepper spray.
Hurry up and scoop before I change my mind.
They made a new pepper to make hotter mace, and it was the ghost pepper. And we have gone further than that now. All right, I got big old
This is not my favorite.
big boy scoop. Oh, it's on my keyboard. That's right.
Off the bat, it's like, man, that's really good cheese dip. And then it just like,
The cheese dip's delicious. That's the problem with this specific brand of cheese dip. It tastes great. And then 4 seconds later, it's like, oh no, it's not great. It's actually really, really hot. Mrs. Fenrose. I can find it at every local grocery store around here. They make not spicy versions that are actually delicious. But anything that says ghost pepper, I gotta buy it because I'm a glutton for punishment. Whew. I think the chips are hotter than the cheese. The cheese is helping, and the cheese is damn hot.
Yeah, it's the seasoning, the rub, if you will. Yeah, it's still there. It's in my throat. I don't know what the meta is for containing the heat.
You don't.
Man.
You wait it out and drink some water. Like I said, I'm a spicy boy. He's not. We're gracious. He's here to visit us today. So we're going to punish a bit more than what I've put him through. Because he didn't really know what he's getting into.
I wouldn't even smell the cheese before we started the video. I feel it in my nostrils.
You're going to feel it on another Orpheus tomorrow.
Oh, man, I deserve it.
So, overall, first let's talk about Miss Renfro's, Mrs. Renfro's cheese dip. Ghost pepper cheese dip, not your standard queso by any mean. All right, I need a beer. All right, what do you think about the dip?
It's really good. I'm gonna agree with you on just about everything there. Yeah, the spice of the chip is sitting not only on my tongue, but in the back of my throat. I can't tell which one is worse. The taste of the cheese is really good off the bat, though.
But it's a creeper. It's a creeper cheese. And then we got the Paqui haunted ghost pepper chip. What do you think? Could you sit down and eat a whole bag of these?
No.
No?
Only because, like, I lick my lips after each chip.
You gotta get the crumblies off. You know, it's a weird texture. You don't want it there. Whew.
Yeah, it's progressively getting worse as we sit here.
So as a ghost pepper guy, should have warned you, ghost peppers creep more and more as the day goes on. You got about 10 minutes to creep.
Okay. Well, bro, I need a water.
You want a Coke? Or apple juice or milk? We got milk.
It gets worse and then it gets better.
I know that milk is like the thing, but I'll be okay.
So which is hotter, the cheese or the chip?
I'm gonna go with the chip because the seasoning on it, I think, is more all over my mouth. The cheese is kind of just like concentrated. And I think I like just the flavor of the cheese. I'm a cheese head.
The cheese has a great taste.
So I think I'm more just in love with the cheese.
And then it punches you in the mouth about 10 seconds later. I think I gotta agree. The chip's pretty dang hot. That's what they advertise. That's what it ends up being. The cheese, being in a liquid format mixed with cheese, makes it slightly more tolerable, but it is still, the more you eat it, the worse it gets. It's not enjoyable after so many chips.
Yeah.
As my nose begins to run.
Because my lips are burning, and I've only had 2 chips, and the cheese did not hit my lips at all.
Spicy boy time. Welcome to something hopefully new we'll be doing here. I have a very eclectic, large growing collection of hot sauces, hot cheeses, and I do seek out the hot chips as well. Thank you, Ryan, for being ballsy enough to do this with me. I know many people don't care for anything past a Serrano or a habanero, let alone a ghost pepper. They really aren't meant for consumption, yet here we are. This is bred for mace, bear spray, pepper spray.
You yell at me for getting medium sauce when we go out
You
So
are
this
a medium
is
boy.
quite the jump for me.
It's a huge jump for you. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Whenever we go out for wings, he's just a standard medium to medium hot. I always just order whatever's the hottest for funsies because I gotta prove myself, I suppose. I have a good taste for spicy, so I just run with it.
You people that want tears in your eyes when you eat bother me.
I've done many wing challenges where I've had to sign a name on a waiver to get away with it. It's never fun, but the end results are fun. The fact that you can say you've done it, that you ate the 12 wings with the ultra hot sauce,
Why
and
does
you
it
didn't
still
drink
hurt?
any water, no sugar, no nothing.
Why does it still hurt after 2 chips this long?
Welcome to Ghost Peppers. If you ever have sinus issues, it's the
Yeah.
true form. You don't have the heat burps or the heat hiccups. When wifey had the cheese sauce on a normal chip and had the heat hiccups for about 20 minutes. And I started feeling really guilty and really bad for sharing that with her when she was obviously not ready or capable. But she did tough through it. She had a big old queso scoop of cheese and paid for it for quite some time. And I felt really bad since, I actually love my wife, unlike boomers who like to joke about how much they hate their wives, which I still don't understand. So this specific cheese dip has gotten a bad rep in the household already. I've shared it with a few, and none of have considered it pleasant. I consider it enjoyable just for the put some hair on your chest factor, but aside from that, it's not enjoyable. It does not. It tastes great until about 3 seconds later when the heat hits you.
You're gonna get your money's worth because you can show this to so many people. It's good. Like this jar and this bag could last you.
It does.
For a real
I've actually
time.
had this jar for quite some time. I break it out with new friends, old friends, whomever stops by and wants to live the spicy boy life. The benefit of something being this hot is if you're cooking with it, you can use very little, and the flavor spreads throughout the food.
Right.
Or if you do want a very hot cheese dip, but you have your own balance of hot and this is too hot, you just cut it with regular cheese dip to your preferred portion. You put a little bit, a lot, 50-50, 70-20, I mean, whichever way you want to do it. You can spice up your own cheese, spice up your own tacos. You put your shredded cheese on top. You put a little bit of this too. Maybe a spoonful, maybe 2 spoonfuls. Whichever you want to spice up your food. This is great because it's so hot you can spread it how you want instead of it never being hot enough. And that's the problem I find a lot is I buy, let's say like the hot and spicy Velveeta or something. And I find it lackluster, a joke, and a waste of money. This, on the other hand, I can use proportionately to what I want in heat-wise that night. And it's wonderful. I can put a little bit in some mixed beef for tacos. I can put a little bit on top of tacos. Or I can put some in some regular sauce that has a great taste and heat it up a bit with this cheese sauce. We also have some ghost pepper salsa if you want. I'm sure you don't. We have plenty of ghost pepper, habanero pepper. I just ran out of my favorite hot sauce. I would have had to try that. I ate it all because it's that delicious. But all in all, the Paqui chips are actually very hot. If you are not a spicy boy, do not buy them. If you are a spicy boy, you're going to love them because this is the hottest chip I have found in the supermarket. In the grocery stores, you're not going to find a hotter chip. There just isn't one. This is laughable at Doritos, laughable at everything else. This is the hottest mass-produced chip you can get. Never seen better.
It's hot.
And that alone makes me very proud and very happy that I bought a bag of these and a bag of their less spicy to enjoy. I will continue to give this company my money. I'm very grateful. Something this spicy is mass-produced. You go to any fast food joint, there's obviously a cap on the spicy, right? Because they're not trying to turn away customers. They don't want to piss people off. People order hot, not knowing better. If it's too hot, they get pissy and send the food back. No one wants that. Paqui doesn't care about that and actually gives you what you're looking for, which is a very spicy consumer product. And then we also have this, the ghost pepper cheese from Mrs. Renfro's, which they have normal flavored cheeses that are excellent. Probably the best cheese dip you're going to buy. I bought a lot of queso dip. The wife and I both like queso dip quite a bit. I try not to eat too much cheese because it's not good for you. But it is delicious, so every once in a while you want to get a good, chipful or two. And they're all always very boring. It's just white queso. Bleh. At least when you go to a Mexican restaurant, they have a couple jalapenos in there. Spice it up a little bit, right? A little more fun. When you buy that at the supermarket, you don't get that. You just get that plain, boring white queso cheese. This changes that game and gives you something worth buying. Something spicy. Even if you just put a spoonful in your regular cheese, it's worth the money. You just completely transformed a boring, ordinary product to something fun that you can share with, your wife, your husband, your family, your friends, anyone else, to the extent that you want to torture yourself. My dumb ass will eat the damn thing as it is, chip after chip, until I can't take it anymore. That's probably not many that are going to buy that product for that. I think it's better to cut with something else, especially with some salsa that you like. I think it's a really good mix. You have the cheese, salsa, it's all an all-in-one wonderful 2-layer dip, as we will.
Why does my mouth still hurt?
Did you just chug 2 bottles of water?
Yeah.
You want another chip?
Get away from me.
So I'm one on top. I'm gonna double. Wait, no, that's not full chip. I'm gonna double because I'm very gracious that Ryan has stepped full outside of his comfort zone to do this. He is not a spicy boy. We know he's not a spicy boy. He drove all the way down here to visit, and I threw this on him. And I
That's a lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese. A lot of chip. I just want to make sure I'm suffering with you.
Thank you. Do you get the ketchup effects like when you're eating those? Like, does it take you about 6, 7, 8?
It creeps. Yeah, no.
But,
like,
I mean, like
you finally swallow it, and a full 10 seconds later, you get that in the back of your throat, and you're like, I need to lick my lips because there's stuff there, but you don't want to because it's going to get hotter, and your nose starts to run, and your voice starts to change a little bit. Like, it is hot. I am desensitized to heat. So, for me, this is, silly and stupid. But it is hot. For you, this is probably torture. And for that, I just want to make sure I'm doubling the ante to make sure this is fair.
Yeah. I'm surprised that it's lasted this long from 2 chips and 2, dabs of cheese.
Yeah,
and I'm still, it's on the tip and it's in my throat still.
Are you a boogie boy?
I was as soon as it was getting swallowed.
I'm getting a little boogie boy here.
I've come down from it now.
The weird thing about me, I like that. I like the boogers running, a little bit of cough, a little bit of pain.
Oh,
I like that spicy challenge.
Well, actually, no.
Most people hate that, and I'm well aware of it. And I continue to torture all my friends that come over with this cheese dip. And we just made it worse for Ryan by using an incredibly spicy chip on top of it. Wife, would you like a chip?
No.
Come on.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Come on.
No.
How are you with spice?
I get the hiccups.
She's pretty good. She gets the 20-minute hiccups.
He told us the story about the hiccups.
Yeah, you think it's funny at first, and then it just keeps
It
going.
was cute for about 30 seconds, and then it felt awful. I was like, oh no, I just did this to her. I'm terrible. But anyway, Paqui chips. Who would you suggest that for?
Like specific people?
Yeah, I mean, just in general, who would enjoy that kind of chip?
Oh, I mean, this is like for anyone that's hosting Super Bowl parties and things like that, and it's like people brag about the spice level of anything, and they say, okay, so you do it with a group of people. Definitely for the sporting event, tough guys that want to be the most macho guy in the living room at that given time. That's my ideal thought on that.
It's definitely more fun with friends. I don't think I generally don't sit down with this cheese dip or the chips by myself.
Yeah.
That's rare because it's not fun unless you're suffering with someone else. Misery loves company. I don't suggest it to anyone that isn't accustomed. If you don't go to a wing place and order your hottest wings, you shouldn't buy this. Unless you're trying to torture yourself and the friends to have a fun night, it is too hot for you. For me, it's fun on occasion. I get in those moods where I want that burn. Let's go. Maybe the food's a little bland for the evening, and I get a little crazy with the sauce or the chips or whatever, and I want to take it up a notch. Most people are going to absolutely hate this. I think is probably 15% of people on Earth that would probably enjoy this. It's a very slim margin. That being said, don't distract yourself and think it's not worth buying for a party like a Super Bowl party. This is a wonderful idea. Mm-hmm. Let's figure out who the man is in the room for game night.
Yeah, this is not something that you just buy and eat unless you're a real life crazy person like you. Like it's
real life
not,
crazy person here. Yeah, I bought these for myself, and
weirdo
Ryan unluckily walked into me owning these chips for 2 days, not opening them, so I decided to share it with him.
I'm glad I did it. I'm happy I did it.
You should be proud you did it. That's probably by far the spiciest thing you've ever eaten.
Yeah.
And you made it fine. I've had stuff so hot where I was like drooling and
mouth numb,
snot everywhere, miserable trying to power through it to get my name on a wall somewhere.
Was it worth it?
Oh, every time. I'll sign my name on that waiver for that 1 million Scoville hot wing challenge. I'll do it. I hate myself for 3 days, but I'm going to do it because I want my name on the wall of whatever establishment it is. Dirty GG. It's got to happen. No one's going to outdo me in heat. I mean, there's plenty of people that are going to outdo me in heat. No one locally is going to, though. Or I'm at least going to try my best. Plenty of people can outdo me in heat, but I try. I do try my best, and I'm really, really glad you decided to do this with me.
It was fun.
Because the only other person I think ballsy enough to do it would be Jason, and he's a spicy boy too, so it wouldn't really bother him much.
Yeah.
He's me and him are on the same level of heat. Mm-hmm. Like every time I share something spicy with him, he's like, "Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This is great." I'm like, "Yeah, man." And it's not as fun.
Right.
I don't know. It's fun trying to elevate people a step above their heat comfort zone.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I can handle it. I have to have the proper remedies. But I didn't even need the ice cream or the milk. I'm fine. I'm starting to come down now.
I think water is no worse or better than any other heat reducing beverage. I think it's all in the head. I don't think it matters what you drink. It's all in your head.
It just took a while.
I would stray away from anything citrus flavored.
Oh yeah,
with heat, because it does make it worse. Actually, like if you're gonna sit there with a Mountain Dew to try and mask some heat, have fun when that Mountain Dew goes down your tongue. It does make it worse.
You've seen that video, right?
I'm that guy. Because I love Pitch Black and all these Mountain Dew flavors, and I'm like, this is hot. Let me drink my Mountain Dew. And then that, like 20 seconds after you drink the Mountain Dew, you're like, what did I just do? This is even worse. But eventually it does tame itself. But I think water's no different than anything else. As a milk-free guy, I'm sure water's no better nor worse than milk. Ice cream's probably a hair above. I would assume ice cream really does help. But if you have to go to ice cream, you've lost.
Yeah.
If you can't just handle it with water, you're tapping out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, who has ice cream ready when you're eating hot wings? Nobody.
Someone who's not planning on winning.
It's for my ass. Evolution. No one watches that anymore. But would you ever suggest these to anybody? Do you have anyone?
Yeah, I have someone in particular. Yeah. This guy. So my friend Matt, his dad is apparently just like a psycho with this stuff. So, let's see. One of my other friends was with Matt, and he likes spicy stuff. And I remember, I'll go on one side tangent. I was with a guy that I worked with. Went to Taco Mac. We got 10 wings, and he got the hottest sauce they had. And then when we walked out, he said, "I was disappointed." He said, "I only cried 3 times." Huh?
Slow burn.
Whatever their hottest one is. And
hot.
He walked out and he said, "I don't know. I wasn't that impressed." And I was like, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, I only cried 3 times." And he said, and I was like, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, I need to cry more." Well, the same guy was with my friend Matt and his dad, and they went to some pho place, and they had like some extremely hot ramen.
Dude, I'm all about some hot pho. So let me know where that is.
So he did that, and he was adding more spicy powder to the stuff. And he said that like even he couldn't handle it. He said his dad was just doing it with no facial expression, was just put the whole thing down, laughing at my friend Jacob, who's the hot guy who loves being challenged, was just the foe as was too much. Huh? No. No. But so yeah, him in particular, I would love to see because he's a manly man.
The cheese is hotter than the chip.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. See, the only reason why I said that is because the remnants of the chip dust was on my lips, and that's what took the longest to go away.
Ooh, I got a big old bowl of ramen, and my wife put chives in it for me because she loves me. And we can edit all this out. I'm probably going to edit a lot because I've been ranting. We'll close it out. So, you suggest this only to the heat challenged?
Yeah. This is not
the ones that want to push themselves.
because,
great. Aside from that, it's not fun.
It's not fun. Nobody's gonna eat.
I think
that.
anyone watching this, if you're watching this video, you care about heat, right?
Yeah.
If you're someone that doesn't like spicy, you're probably not watching this in the first place. So if you're watching this, go try it.
Unless you like watching people being in pain, and you saw me. You saw me. Okay. Do you feel good about yourself now?
As a heat head, it's not that bad. It's rough, but it's manageable to the full extent. If you're watching this video, you're probably a heat head. I fully suggest you try the Paqui Haunted Ghost Pepper Chips and this Ghost Pepper Cheese. And honestly, I think you should try them together. I think it's a really good combo. It worked out great. It was really fun. I've had a lot of fun. You probably had fun just trying something new.
Yeah, it was
right?
fun.
You reached out of your bubble to the spicy zone. You made it through it like a champ.
Yep.
I'm proud of you. You should be proud of
Yep,
yourself.
I'm proud of myself.
We will catch you next time on Spicy Boy Time. It'll happen soon enough. Later.